baseball fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Florida's offense will go on the attack first. And guys, this was an interesting, if not confounding, experience to watch last year. We'd seen Florida State's issues all season, but it really felt as if the changing of the guard happened with the way the Gators just dismantled them.
It was a very sloppy game from Florida, too, even though they got the dominant win on the road. And funny, thinking back to that game, David, maybe the play of the year for DJ Lagway. Do you remember that time he threw the D lineman off him that was going to get a sack, was able to run out to the right, find a completion? That was big man strength by a young true freshman quarterback, and a big reason why I know Gator fans are excited for this one.
Yeah, and these two teams couldn't have had more opposite seasons. Both started really struggled out the gates, but Florida really turned it around, and you could feel the momentum going the other direction. Florida State, they flat jumped off a cliff. I mean, it was awful. They ended up having more inches of snow in their stadium than they did wins a year ago. This rivalry means something. We got to get the best out of Florida State.
And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Gator! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Seminoles offense will take the field for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful.
Turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Caught in the backfield, it's White. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give is to Williams. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Seminoles will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's ball. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Caught over the middle, it's Sturdivant. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss, move the chains.
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they've moved closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Going to try to get it himself. It's a fumble. And everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job of coverage in the back end defensively.
And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the move. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
To the air, it's Castellanos. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And the Noles will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes comes the offense. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. Snagged out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. Now on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Catch in the middle. It's Livingston. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Working the big fella to the corner. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Give to the running back. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
Lofts one high and deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quick handoff. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
But I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Trying to run it in. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring a touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion but was denied. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Finally, now the fans can get a little bit excited. This offense hasn't done anything. 0 points in the game, but finally completes the big pass down the field, makes the big game.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
They just keep firing. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give as they work on that clock. Got the first down and more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.